let's talk about this, man. Somebody asked, put up a poll, Eli versus Jerry. Now, it may seem very obvious at the start, but it is, and also isn't, because there's two sides to the story. Now, if you look at this poll right here, as you can see in the poll on the screen, it seems like a whitewash. Everybody says Eli beats Jerry, but I don't get where that information comes from, because there's nothing Eli has done that has been as impressive as what Jerry has done. Jerry survived an onslaught ass whooping from Gunn without dropping for the sake of Jake, and that's durability. Eli is a little bit of a glass cannon. He doesn't have the greatest durability feats in the series. Jerry has super impressive durability feats. He even did decently against UI Ultimate Body Daniel, the other body, the Super Body Daniel. So that's interesting. I don't even Eli has never been stronger than Jake, I don't think, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't think Eli is as strong as people think he is. Gunn just preferred him. Favoritism. He also accepted Jake, but never trained Jake. Right? Maybe he didn't feel like Jake needed as much to go up a level. On the other hand, if you look at Eli, to be honest, I don't really think Eli has great feats throughout the story at all. He's strong. He's a leader, hostile leader, but he doesn't have greater feats than Jerry. Remember, Jerry defeated Daniel and Zach. You remember that? He defeated the two of them, and when he did it, Daniel had gone UI, right? Now I don't think his UI lasted, but he went UI, and Jerry survived that onslaught, and then defeated the two of them and dragged both of them back. You remember that? Eli has no feat near that level, to be quite honest. Like, who's the strongest person Eli beat was a king, and he needed hella help from Warren Che and a bit of help from Samuel. So, because Samuel had to take care of some old ass dudes on the side and do a bunch of work as well in order to defeat the king guy. So I don't know. I don't really think Eli is at the level people think Eli is at. Now, it makes sense why people think he's that strong, because he was almost the protagonist for hella chapters during the whole Ali Wong arc. He was basically the protagonist of that story for like nearly 100 chapters, 60 chapters. I don't know. It was quite a lot of chapters. So I think narratively, people miss the fact that he even lost against Ali in the first place. Yeah, I just don't really see how Eli wins here. I don't think Eli can. I know he uses weapons and stuff, but Jerry, I think, can break most of the weapons Eli would use. And if Jerry lands a few solid ones, Eli is not getting up, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Eli is not getting up. He's vicious. He's aggressive. He'll die for the fight. But ultimately, he just doesn't have the durability. And his attack potency is great if your durability isn't as insane. You know what I'm saying? And I know people are going to say, oh, he scarred Gunn, da-da-da-da-da. But Gunn was caught off guard, and he, Gunn and Goo just be fucking getting caught off guard 24/7. Because they're so strong, they don't really care. They just get over it. And that's what he was. He had dropped them and thought, oh, this is probably the end of the fight. And then he got up with a weapon and tried to kill him. That's all he was. Literally, it wasn't as impressive as people think it is. The fight wasn't close until that moment where he caught him off guard with a weapon. I think somebody even brought up the fact that, like, remember Sinu Han when he fought Gu? Gu was surprised at how strong he was. Because again, Gunn doesn't really tends to not underestimate people he's heard about. But Gu just doesn't care, because he doesn't hear about anybody. He doesn't pay attention to nobody. Like, so he's just willing to fight anybody, anytime, any day, any way. The second Gu picked up those chopsticks, he smacked the shit out of Sinu with ease. You know what I'm saying? because he doesn't really like to use his hands and fisticuffs that much. He has to pick up something in order to feel the drive, because I think he likes that sense of danger. Eli's kind of similar, but Eli will use his fist as well, but he uses environment. He uses a bunch of stuff. And certain environments for wind conditions for Eli requires a really convenient setting, while the winning condition for Jerry doesn't involve any fucking setting, because he more than likely just wins anyway. The setting would have to be perfect, full of hella weapons, big strong things that Jerry would have to be hit with in order for Eli to win. That's his win con, which is insane. Jerry's win con is every other arena, which is way more, like, there's way more options of that. If they met out in the streets, Jerry's winning. They met in a hotel lobby, Jerry's winning. You know what I'm saying? If they meet in a fucking in like a, what's an engineer, like a firm, like a oil rig or some shit like that, where there's fucking heavy machinery and shit, maybe then Eli wins. That's it. That win con is insane. So Jerry's stronger than Eli, and I don't even think it's that close of a fight. Now Lookism fights tend to be kind of close anyways, even when they're not, you know what I'm saying, unless it's gun and goo fighting, because gun and goo fighting, or obviously who's our boy, James Lee fighting. Those three are like, you know, they're the people that, like, they can low diff people way more frequently than most other people. In general, Lookism's fights are drawn where, you know, one person's taking advantage to start, then the other starts to come back, then they kind of stalemate, then one gets kind of a Zenkai boost and wins. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out whether or not they were holding back. You know, that's kind of how the fights tend to go. So Jerry wins. What do you guys think? It's been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you think Eli wins. Just tell me how. Because I really, fists and kicks are not damaging Jerry. He doesn't, I don't think he punches hard enough or kicks hard enough to really damage Jerry. He has technique and speed advantage, but he's gonna have to get close to Jerry at some point, you know. And yeah, Jerry can hit UI Daniel, so I'm pretty sure he'll be fine hitting Eli. What you guys think? Anyways, been your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I am out.